Okay, guys, welcome to the April monthly zodiac love readings. I want to make a couple of announcements. I want to let you guys know that April will be the last month of the readings being at the pricing that they're at now. I have a lot of changes and different things going on with my business. And with me doing a lot more in-person work with people coming to see me, um, I just the prices are going to change, and um, I'm going to be doing things a little different. You guys are going to see a lot of changes, even with the channel, just with everything. And so that's necessary. That's something that we have to do. I don't know how much the change is going to be. We're still going to be crunching those numbers and seeing what it would actually have to be. But yeah, the prices are going to change May 1st. Okay. So April, if you wanted to book with me and you haven't been able to, April's the month to do it. Because the prices are going to change May 1st. Um, Other than that, if you don't know how my readings work, it is the partner's energy on this side, then the zodiac sign, your sign on this side, and then there's the energy of the connection itself. Now, as I'm doing the readings, if I'm saying partner, it doesn't have to be a committed relationship. It is whoever is on your mind, whoever you're thinking about, whoever's the reason you're coming to this reading. Okay. That's going to be who the partner is and who I'm talking about. Other than that, the there's always also, guys, the $5 monthly readings. Don't forget about those. There'll be links for that as well in the description box below, which are like these but more extensive. So yeah, that's that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thanks, guys. On with the reading. Okay, Aries. This is the April reading. So we're going to start with Aries. It's your birthday month. Happy birthday to you. We're going to go ahead and get started with the reading. The overall energy for the month is release. The partner's energy here is embrace, change your focus, and love. Your energy is balance, heart chakra, and blossom. The energy of the connection itself is crowned with opportunity beckons. The partner sending towards you, simply love. You're sending towards them, manifest. Okay. And then what I'm really getting here that's happening with Aries for the month of April is there's a lot of letting go of the past, changing things, transformation, letting go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of maybe um, bad thought processes, what happened in the past, that kind of things. That kind of thing. I'm really getting an energy of just a shedding to let more light come forth. Okay. So if some of you have been hanging on to negative experiences or things that occurred before, this is the month where things may play out in a way that, a lot of those things get released. So you're not continuing to carry those things. When I look at the energy of the partner here, it looks like what I'm getting from them is that they have some new awareness. I'm getting that they've grown a bit. They're feeling a bit stronger, a little more confident in themselves, a little more confident in their ability to kind of change things with this situation or to grow things, to expand. And they're really open. I'm getting a strong energy of feeling really just inspired. Yeah, they're open and inspired. And what I'm getting here is kind of two different things. Some of them have been inspired by a walking away from, they like being walked away from, okay, being left, or losing you, or losing someone. And that's kind of inspiring them to be more open. And maybe that's what brought about the new awareness that they have now. And for some, it's being in, they're inspired in this new way by a return where someone left before and they are now coming back. They're now receiving a message or an offer from that person, and that is giving them the new awareness to, be open and embrace more, to feel stronger and more confident. um but it's being brought on for them. And I'm getting here that they're really open, but there may be a little bit of not knowing what to think. Like, what I'm really getting is that they can be on the defense, but it's more so going to be based on what's brought to them. And if they're being attacked, it's kind of like, I'm not getting that they're being offensive, where they're gonna, be battling towards you in some type of way. It's more so that they do have a little bit of a guard, where they feel like they're gonna be prepared if they are attacked. But really, so on the surface, it may seem that way with them, but underneath, it's like they're really ready to kind of be more open. Okay, but it still may be a little, this is, I'm getting like more of like a transformational type of energy for the month, a transitional type of energy for the month. So it's kind of like these two energies for them is a little bit dualistic. Okay, where they're really open, but then at the same time there's a little bit of guard up. Okay, but it's only, they're like watching for if they're gonna have to defend themselves. Okay, that type of thing. I'm getting that they're kind of at a place where they're feeling a little more free within themselves. And they've thought about a lot of things. And it's like, I'm getting that they want to be more grounded, more stable, and they want to change their focus. Like, they want to get more narrowly focused, where they're actually focused. I'm getting that before they weren't really focused. They may have seemed really flighty and maybe even indecisive, kind of all over the place. And I'm really getting an energy now where they feel like they've grown and accomplished something within themselves, where they can be a little more focused than they were in the past. But I'm still getting a little bit of an energy of feeling like they still may have to cover up and not be all the way vulnerable. This fear I'm getting is kind of coming from past things. This reason that they have this guard or this defense, or feeling like they can't be vulnerable, or there's, it's like they want to underneath it all, but on the surface they have a different type of feeling. And I'm getting that it's coming from past events. But these are the things that may need to play out for them for the month, because remember, the month of April really is about releasing things that no longer serve us. Well, sometimes in order for us to move past things, they have to come up for us to see. We have to experience them again in order to recognize them. Because I'm getting that they're a little, I'm getting like maybe a fear that they're going to get burned if they're too open, too vulnerable, if they don't have a guard up, if they don't protect themselves, if they don't wear a little bit of a mask. Um, yeah, I'm getting like they're being very dualistic for the month of April, where it's like on the surface it seems like one thing, and then underneath it seems like another. So it's like on one hand, so this person could seem a little bit confusing for the month of April, but maybe they need to be. We're going to see how things kind of play out ultimately, but maybe they need to be. In any time it's a transitional period for us, it can always seem kind of dualistic, because we're shedding something, so we're leaving something behind, or we're changing in some type of way, and we have a little bit of the old and a little bit of the new at the same time until that transition fully takes place. So I'm getting that they're a little bit on the defense, but then underneath, because of the breakup or because of you leaving or your return, whatever that is, or this person, whoever is coming or leaving, that brought about this new awareness that makes them feel like underneath they want to be a lot more open, but they're feeling like they're having to be defensive a little bit, like on guard, not defensive, but really, yeah, on guard. And for some of them, it depends on how they handle this energy of kind of not wanting to get burned. It's like they're coming up against that. They're really having to face the past of this situation. That's what I'm really getting. Things that have happened in the past. And this partner is going to be affected by past memories, recalling things, thinking through old things that occurred, and they can kind of respond to it either way. I'm getting though that whichever way they choose to respond is going to be, it's going to be kind of a strong energy, either towards the connection or away from it. If it is away from it, it is due to this. They get too narrowly focused on getting burned again. Um, if it is towards the connection, then it's like they're more so focused on doing things different than they did them before, to kind of not burn things up the way that it happened before. But it's going to be a really strong, fast moving energy. And they're really trying to get more clear in their mind, in their mental space. So it's like they're trying to narrow their focus and get really clear on which direction they want to go in. Okay, they're spending a lot of time thinking about which direction they want to go in. And they're thinking about it all in light of these past experiences and things that occurred before. But I'm getting that even though they may have this kind of back and forth and dualistic thing going on with the thinking, I'm getting that for most majority of them, ultimately, it's like they're feeling that there's a connection there and that there's something really strong, between the two of you. And I'm getting that they want to hold on to that. They're feeling like they're not really wanting to let that go. They're really wanting to hold on to that. And they're feeling like in order for them to hold on to it, in order for it to grow, they're realizing that their focus and the way that they're looking at some things does need to change. And I'm getting that they're wanting to, to open that door and see things in a new way. There's still a little bit of some nervousness where they're still not wanting to completely reveal themselves all the way, but they're wanting to. They're willing to reveal more of themselves than they were before. They're trying to be more open than they were in the past. It's like they're wanting to get to a new space and open a new door and have a fresh start and a new beginning. And I'm getting that really it's like they, in the month of April, get some type of epiphany. It's like they have a moment that just kind of breaks through everything for them. And I'm getting that it's like in this moment, I'm getting like they really realize that they love you or something like that. It's like they really realize what their feelings are, what the connection is. Um, and maybe they see it as something more real than what they may have perceived it to be initially. So it's really like an epiphany for them, and it's really like a moment of everything kind of coming together and them kind of breaking through and breaking free from all of this mental duality that they kind of experienced before. When I look at your energy, I'm really getting that you're starting off the month feeling like you're just in a much more balanced place than you have been in the past. It's like you're feeling a lot more together. You're feeling a lot more together. And for some of you, it was walking away. It's like this balance. You walked away and it helped you to get more balance within yourself. And then for the others of you, it's kind of like you're getting more balanced in yourself and it's making you want to return. But you're looking at yourself and it's like you're not wanting to see yourself as you want to see yourself, but you're getting more balance because you're beginning to see yourself as you truly are. Okay, which is the only way that we really grow. Now see, I'm getting another storyline here because there's another group of you that are actually kind of throwing yourselves off of balance with based on this relationship. Like you're off balance, so you're wanting to walk away from it. You're off balance, so you're wanting to go back when maybe you shouldn't, and you need to let them have this time to kind of process through this stuff. But for some of you, it's like you are still wanting to see yourself as you want to see yourself. You're only wanting to see what you want to see. You're not wanting to look at what is really there. And that is what throws you off balance. So then it's like you're having to work extra hard to try to, it's almost like you're trying to find a way to make this happen without having to see what is actually there. Okay? Without having to see yourself maybe in the way that you really are or the role that you've played. It's like some way you're wanting to kind of circumvent the hard work. Okay? So I'm getting that for a group of you. You're having to address your heart and what you really feel. And I'm really getting that whichever way, whether you're moving towards this person or away from this person, I'm getting a really strong energy of just being determined. Like whichever way you're going to go, it's like you're really determined to go in the direction that you're going in, even though you're blind. It's like you're really not seeing things clearly, but you think you are, and you're really determined to go in this direction. But your vision really isn't as clear as you think it is. I'm just really getting that there's more things that you need to kind of see clearly. And that could be the transformation or the change for you. Maybe you're seeing things in a way that's actually guiding you in the wrong direction. Yes, and that's the transformation for you. Um, it's a transformation because you're gonna see what's really in your heart, and some of you are It's like you're going to discover what is true and what is real for you, and what's really possible here. Because seeing things just the way you want to see them based on how you feel, if it's not realistic in terms of, it can be a lot of different things, because sometimes it's like we can want something, but then if what we want the other person isn't mature enough or capable enough to give us, then we're not seeing things clearly if we think that somehow we're going to circumvent and make that happen. People can only be who they are and where they are until they're someone else, or until they decide to change and be someone else, until they take the steps to grow. But this is what's actually changing within you as well. It's like you're wanting to change your patterns in relationships too. And like with them, it's like they're wanting to change something from an event or something that may have happened in the past. It's like that's what they're trying to get away from. But then for you, I'm getting more so that you're trying to release and get away from patterns of your old way of doing things. It's like you're wanting to just be done with the way you've done things in the past. And then I'm getting here that after you kind of go through this transformation of wanting to do things differently, you go through an energy more towards the end of the month where you're feeling like you're feeling really good again. Okay, the middle of the month could be a little where you're feeling a lot of change going on. Okay, you may not know which direction you're going in. You may feel kind of lost. You may feel like you just can't see where you're going, where you're headed. You may feel like you don't know how you feel. All of those kinds of things could go on in the middle of the month. Because it's like I'm getting in the beginning of the month, you're thinking you're on to something that you kind of discover is not what you thought it was, and so you get kind of you go through this kind of transformation for the middle of the month. Then towards the end of the month, though, you're back to a good feeling like you've gotten a grasp on things. You're feeling bigger, better, brighter, and much more prepared. It's like you're ready now. You're ready for something to grow and blossom in your life. You have a new perspective. You've balanced yourself out. You stepped out of your emotions, but it's not like you're getting totally away from your emotions. You're finding a balance between your rationale and your emotions. It's like you're finding a stable footing for yourself, and you're able to see things a lot more clear. So by the end of the month, you have a lot more clarity and a lot more accurate perception. And this is causing you to retreat a little bit. It's like you're retreating a bit within yourself. You may not be as active as you used to be. And what I mean by that is you may be a little more quiet. It's kind of like those times where you're just gathering things within yourself. You're feeling good. You have a new perspective. You're a lot stronger. And I'm getting that it's really because of that you feel like there's not a whole lot to say. It's like you're just holding on to that groundedness, that growth, that light, that vision that you've been gathering, and you're just getting yourself into a much more stable place. It's like you're really moving away from the way you've done things in the past. And I'm actually getting that you kind of being able to kind of hold your own. It's like you're getting to a place where you're holding your own more um, emotionally. And I'm getting that that's actually what is a little more attractive to this person, where then they're kind of shifting in the way that they're seeing things as well. When I look at the energy of the connection, it's like I'm getting that there's an opportunity here, but both of you are kind of unaware of where the other one stands. It's like the way this really is and the way that it looks kind of feel like two different things. That's what I'm getting. So I'm getting that there's an opportunity, there's a possibility of overlooking the opportunities that exist this month for transformation. There's a possibility that you could overlook it, the both of you. They're sending towards you simply love. And so this is kind of like a friendship type of energy, knowledge that there's a love there. But this is not really a romantic energy. It's more of a friendly type of energy, but it's a bright energy. It's like they're sending towards you knowledge that something valuable is here. It's like I'm even getting also that they're acknowledging your value to them, your worth to them. Um, but they're still feeling very confused as to what to do with that. I'm getting that they feel a little trapped, unable to move. They're not really sure how to overcome these events that have whatever it is that has occurred in the past. Okay. So they're still feeling like they need to cover themselves a bit, but they are open. They're willing to be a little more vulnerable and open, but it's just that they don't know what to feel here. It's like they feel that something's there. They know your value. They know that there's some type of love there. But then it's like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? They just kind of don't know where to go with that. Um, and then for you, it's like you're ready for something to happen. You're ready for some type of movement and something to kind of change in the physical world. And you may be figuring out how you're going to do something about that. That's what I'm getting. That you're trying to figure out how you're going to put that together, how you're going to make that come together. Okay. So now I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay. And then we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so what I'm getting from this particular card is that there's possibility here. Okay, there's possibility here. But like I said, there's this potential for both of you to kind of not see the opportunity or maybe not see what is actually there and the possibilities that are available to you. Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely a lot of possibility in this situation of which way you two are able to go, whether you're going to start anew or what. Okay, so that is your reading for the month of April, Aries. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Once again, if you're looking to get a reading with me before the price increase, May 1st, the link will be in the description box below, and you'll be able to do that. Thank you guys so very, very much. If this reading resonated with you, either way, I recommend that you check out your moon and rising signs, because usually they'll give a story for you that'll give you a much more comprehensive view of where you are in your love life. So I recommend that really either way. If it resonated with you, give me a thumbs up, please, guys, and support the channel. I appreciate all of you that do that. I really, really do. And also, don't forget to check out the monthly twin flame readings. I always recommend those because they provide a lot of information. They provide a lot of things that help you clear out what's blocking you in your love life. So I always recommend those as well. Thank you guys so very much for all of your love and support of the channel. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Have a great April and a happy birthday, Aries. Bye.